Okay, I wanted to go on to our next project. It's one of the last carpentry items on my list. And it's this built-in that goes in this little closet area. It's not really a closet, it's just a notch in the back side of this is the bathroom, if you recall. So this is a mahogany finish, plywood doors and drawers at the bottom. Problem is all the drawers and the mechanisms have fallen apart. So we're going to try to get it back together again. I've been playing around with the idea of putting slides on, and I think I have some for that. Here's the frame. You can see it's got to go back together, and I'll just show you the drawers over here that they generally look good. Here they are now. So let me just show you some of the issues with these. And of course, the finish is messed up. So I think I'm just going to sand them and paint them for a number of reasons. So you can see opening and closing these, if this is where it stops against, it's causing the plywood to come apart. But I'm going to attempt to glue these. So that's one of the issues with these. The other one is some of these bottoms coming apart. This one's not so bad. I'm hoping that maybe with some glue, and like the bottom one is really chewed up because I think it was sliding on the floor. See that? How bad that is. But I think I can reform that. I'm getting good at my my Bondo. In this case, I'm thinking maybe I'll just use a hard epoxy, maybe build it up on there and then router it to the right shape. But again, we'll see. It always kind of changes a little bit after I start. But I got my stuff together. I'm going to put the face frame together with some pocket screws. I got a pocket jig. That's part of the problem that they had with this, is that the frame and everything was coming apart. And I think it's just because they just nailed it onto the face here. And really that was the only thing holding it together. But that drawer mechanism really puts a lot of stress on that. So we're going to do some pocket screws and get it to look better. Okay, I'll check back with you as we make progress. Okay, just wanted to show you we're about midway through our progress here on our built-in cabinet. I put together the frame. Did some pocket screws. Hopefully that helps them hold together more. I'm just about ready to put it here, glue it down and screw it on. Everything they used was nails, so I think that's another part of it coming apart. Hopefully these screws help it hold better. But then again, it is 60 years old, so in some ways it's not too bad. You can see I had to replace that board at the bottom. It didn't exist. I don't know where it went. But I've decided just to stick with what they had done. If you see here, I've got, these are the slides that go underneath the drawers. You can see how they're worn. I think what I'll do, I'm just flip them over and be like new. Anyway, I'll check back with you in a few minutes. Well, there she is. My mahogany built-in. Looks pretty good. Now I could probably just stain it up if it weren't for that piece of poplar I put at the bottom. You notice here how someone must have hammered on it, trying to get it back against the wall or something. The hardest thing about putting this thing back together was getting these tracks back on. It's where the old drawers slid on. They have little notches in the bottom. And you know, there's no reference to getting them straight, and actually each drawer is different. So some fit good and others didn't. So I just kind of had to custom make each level for each drawer. And it doesn't work like a modern, you know, drawer with slides, but I didn't want to get into that. So yeah, next step is just to rebuild the drawer fronts. All right, well, there she is. All right, one more shot. There it is with the doors on. Nice little addition to a house, isn't it? Have a nice cabinet for linens and blankets and things.